To defend a World Cup title is to fight gravity. No men's national team has pulled it off since Brazil secured back-to-back championships in 1962. Even with history stacked against them, Argentina is sitting at the top of the pack. The statistical model from Goldman Sachs gives the Albiceleste a 14% chance of winning it all, tying them with France as a lead favorite. That cold mathematical optimism feels worlds away from the raw, exhausted, emotional peak the team reached when they finally lifted the trophy in Qatar. The problem with predictive models is they struggle to account for human fatigue and roster decay. Statistics can measure talent, but they can't measure how a team survives when the exact squad that won the championship no longer exists. 9 key veterans from that 2022 run are already gone, most notably Angel Di Maria, which strips the locker room of one of its most vital and experienced tactical leaders, and the players who remain are battered. 10 players on the current roster are dealing with physical issues just days before the first whistle blows. The defensive line is struggling. Goalkeeper Dibu Martinez is nursing a fractured finger, while defenders Christian Romero, Nahuel Molina, and Gonzalo Montiel are all battling muscle tears and ligament damage. Even Lionel Messi is limping into the tournament, recovering from hamstring inflammation that threatens to limit his impact on the pitch. This concentration of injuries has turned a team of invincible favorites into a vulnerable squad, facing an immediate test of survival. Manager Lionel Scaloni has to figure out how to keep this fractured team functional. Scaloni is adapting his 4-3-3 formation for a 39-year-old Messi who can no longer sprint behind defenses. He's moving his captain into a deeper, right-sided creator position. From here, his presence pulls defenders out of alignment, opening a central lane for the strikers to exploit. That newly created space is a gift for Julian Alvarez and Lautaro Martinez, who can make runs into the box without being immediately tracked. To compensate for the overall loss of pace from aging veterans, Scaloni is injecting explosive young talent into the rotation, handing significant minutes to Thiago Almada, Valentin Barco, and Nico Paz. This hybrid system, where veteran playmaking is insulated by youthful speed, is Scaloni's insurance policy against a total physical collapse. Group J presents a specific sequence of stylistic threats designed to exploit Argentina's current vulnerabilities. Their opening match against Algeria carries the emotional ghost of a massive 1982 upset, and the current Algerian squad arrives in America riding the momentum of their absolute strongest qualifying campaign in national history. But match 2 against Austria is the most dangerous tactical threat on the board. Ralf Rangnick's system relies on a relentless high press. As the diagram shows, they will try to box in Argentina's fullbacks and aggressively isolate them, a strategy specifically tailored to target defenders who are playing through muscle injuries. Bypassing that suffocating press will demand composure and precise distribution from central midfielders like Enzo Fernandez. Finally, match 3 puts them up against Jordan, a team that relies on a fearless, deeply entrenched defensive block. Breaking down that low block will test Argentina's creative depth, forcing them to find their scoring opportunities through dynamic team movement rather than a single moment of individual brilliance. Surviving this gauntlet requires Scaloni to cycle through his tactical solutions on the fly, proving his system holds together even when the individuals within it are failing. 4 years ago, the narrative was singular, but this 2026 campaign has moved past the goal of fulfilling the destiny of one man. The objective now is to prove that Argentina has evolved into a sustainable institution, a team that can still dominate while its greatest player moves into a supporting role. Navigating an injury crisis and the tactical traps of Group J validates Scaloni's ability to rely on logic and depth rather than just star power. Scaloni's willingness to pivot, integrating youth while rebuilding around injury, marks a change in how Argentina approaches high-stakes tournaments. A new generation of players has stepped up, proving they are capable of shouldering both the tactical execution and the intense pressure of a title defense. By distributing the tactical load across a younger core, Argentina is preparing for the one thing no tactical board can solve, a future where the number 10 is no longer on it.